You're the song I couldn't write, the note I couldn't hit. You are the metaphor I didn't get. Put my heart in your hand and I played the game. And I guessed right twice, but I lost the same. I took to hell and burned like a fuse. I dealt with the devil to dance with you. I dove in your waters and I drowned the booze. I dealt with the devil to dance with you. I dealt with the devil to dance with you.
We just, we follow. We follow, we sit down.
Is it the end or?
No, go ahead and sit. So we're just going to sit right here. Bring your chair in front of this beautiful piano. Go ahead and have a seat right there and sit your.
Yeah, she's the. I read about little dogs too. That was fascinating. She's so that dog. I never realized that was. No ma'am.
So how is this? Look at this. Look at this.
This is amazing.
This is fantastic. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you,
Tara.
So the thing is that you want to this is what you want to do. I mean, tell me about her situation. I mean, I can totally see that she had puppies.
Yes. I don't know much about her other than I just called. It was like a last minute thing. They were going to kill her that day, and like I responded to a Facebook post. And I've never ever fostered in my life, ever. Never thought that I would foster. Okay. But a friend of mine in Louisiana, of all places, saw the Sapa posting and posted on my wall. Well, I ignored it, Then she private messaged me, and I read it, not realizing that people know when you read your private messages. So then I get a text message, and she says, "I know you read my private message." I'm like, "Oh," and then I couldn't say no. And so I literally changed my life that day. I told my husband I'm bringing home a mama dog and 6 puppies. Well, when I got there, there were 12 puppies.
Oh, wow.
Not 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so apparently she was laying on the other 6 or something like that.
Yeah, no, apparently they try to, that's how. But anyway, but the other thing is they had already walked her back because I was running late because it.
Watch this. See, no. See, the thing is that in the dog world, space equals respect.
Yeah.
Right there, that's a bite.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind the smelling,
Yeah.
but right there, another bite.
Good boy.
No, it's not good boy because he's still, you see it? If he was good boy, now, you see it? So you see how you go back to dog training?
Yeah,
see,
he's only 10 months old, by the way.
Yeah, but I mean, still, my pups at 3 months were already obedient.
Yeah.
Because I let them know you cannot do what you want.
Well, can I tell you, he was way better behaved before we brought her home in November. And I feel like I've done my own dogs a disservice because I didn't continue sort of the schedule that I had him on. And like his whole world moved out of the room he was in into another room. And, I just had to alter our whole world.
Look at this Facebook, check this out. Look at that.
So anyway, so we brought her, what they didn't tell me when I picked her up is that she was aggressive. They told me that she was protective. I'm like, okay, she's protective. No, she's downright aggressive. When I saw her, they were bringing her to me on a stick pole, on one of those stick poles. And they put her in my kennel and they're like, bye. And I'm like, okay. So it took me an hour and a half just to get her in my house when I got home. I had no experience, but I couldn't not do it. They'd already walked her back and they said, oh, you're late. I'm sorry, we put her down already. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm 3 hours late because I was getting my house ready, but I called and told you. And like, well, let's see if she's, blah, blah, so that, anyway, she was. So I ended up with her, just getting her home in the house was like an hour and a half. I didn't know how to get her out of I couldn't get her out of my car. Because every time I would grab the kennel, she would try to bite my hands. And I'm like, no, just get her inside. So I ended up calling my niece, who's a vet. She's like, get a real thick quilt, throw it over the kennel, and then you can grab the kennel. So I took a real thick quilt, grabbed the kennel, lifted it out of the house, and I'm like, okay, great. How do I open the kennel now? So
you've gone through you've learned some stuff, but
yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, sometimes the thing is that like there's a rescue that we're working with called Mystery Dog Rescue, and it's run by Jo. Fantastic lady. I mean, she's got a heart of gold. She was in the military. I actually got to have lunch with her yesterday, and she told me about how she started the rescue. But she felt, she was from Iowa. She grew up good old country girl. And the thing is that when she came to, to different areas of the country, she started seeing that a lot of, dogs were, not being taken care of, or they didn't have homes. So she actually found a dog that was just running around the neighborhood. She's like, it's got to belong to somebody, because, where I come from, everybody's got a home. And lo and behold, nothing. She put flyers out, and so the dog was a mystery, hence the name. And so, lo and behold, the dog, lived her entire life with her. That dog actually inspired her to, start a rescue. But the thing is that this rescue, I love this rescue, because regardless of what the past or history of the animal, she's gonna let them know. She's got aggression, she's got, fear issues. Like right now, I've got one of her dogs named Bogey that I'm working with, who has, you drop something and he bolts. Now he's gotten to the point to where he's, being a better dog, But the thing is that in order for him to be a better dog, he has to have a stable path that he can learn and watch how they interact with me and me interact with them. So when I feed him, a lot of people with a dog like that, they won't eat, they'll put the food down and walk away. No, if you're hungry, you need to come. He didn't eat for 3 days. The fourth day, that hunger overrided the fear, and he came over.
That's kind of how we got close to her. We couldn't feed her for 3 days, and here she is, a nursing puppy.
Yeah,
I couldn't even get into her.
Yeah, the body is going to need the nourishment. It's got to, it's got to nourish itself. So she may be afraid, but she's going to have to hunt. Which is you feeding her. But allow her. Hey, you need to come over here, so that way she can get away from the puppies and feel confident enough that she can actually.
Well, you know what I was doing? I was like, I got to the point where I was trying to slide food under the door, like little kibbles under the door. Because every time I would open the door, she would attack the door. And so finally my husband was like, that's enough. You haven't fed the dog in 3 days. I can feed this dog. And so I had put a gate up. So we opened the door, revealing the gate, So I opened the door, and of course she runs and she attacks the door. I'm like, see, honey, but I can't. He's like, well, that's ridiculous. She's starving. We've got to feed her. And so he's like, I can do this. And so my sweet husband, puts the food in the bowl, and he very, very slowly, puts the thing down. She's growling at him, and he's like, okay, I did it. And I'm like, okay, well, she needs water. She hasn't had water in 3 days. So we do the water, and she'd already eaten all of the food by the time we got there with the water. 2 minutes later, she was starving. So he slowly puts down, and he looks. He says, see, anybody can do this. And right then, she bit him. He draws back his bloody hand. 3 stitches worth. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be divorced. And no, he looks at me and he looks at me with his bloody hand, he goes, oh, that poor dog.
See, your husband's got a heart of gold, but
I know.
You see, if I'm gonna feed you, I'm going to feed you with confidence.
Yeah.
He is only feeding nervousness.
Yeah.
Because he's nervous, and she picks up on it.
I like that.
So so the thing is that when you're gonna give food to a dog, especially food or water, you need to come to me.
Yeah.
You need to help them overcome their fear. You're going to help them face their fears.
That's interesting that you're feeding emotions. And
Yeah.
I thought of it that way.
Yeah.
It's like a person who has an eating problem.
Yeah, they don't have emotions. They have some emotions, but they're not like us where we really dwell on those emotions. So it makes them easier to attack or kill or make their point because they don't have that. They don't hesitate. They don't negotiate. They, go at it. So the thing is that when I'm working with an animal, I have to put emotions aside. Whether they attack someone, whether they bit someone, whether they bit a child, whether they leash aggressive, food aggressive, dog aggressive, human aggressive, whatever it is, I have to put that aside because at that moment it's not in the books. It's what's happening at this moment. What can I do to help you to be a better dog? So the thing is, but like I said, if the handler is nervous, unsure, fearful, inexperienced, especially inexperienced, because if they don't have the experience, they don't know how to deal with the situation. So, but the thing is that in one of the postings that I put on Facebook, you never get the dog you want, you get the dog you need. And the thing is that this dog may not have been the dog you wanted, but she taught you some stuff.
So much. Yeah. It's been so rewarding.
Yeah.
I would do it again. It's as difficult as it's been, and all of the drama and bites. I would do it again.
Yeah. With me, I've learned not to do certain things because I've gotten bit. you know, but it's the knowledge that, you know, even Caesar, you know, I mean, the most famous one where he got bit by a lab wasn't because, you know, I mean, he knew what he was doing, but he went overboard. And I saw it, and I mean, you know, I mean, he really pushed it to the limit where, you know, she was like, okay, you know, but he was coming in with more force than actually, you know, assertiveness. I mean, yeah, he's trying to make his point, but, you know, that was what happened. And, you know, even though, you know, I mean, you know, I'm every day I'm learning. Every day I'm learning. But the thing is that, you know, I saw that. I was like, oh, okay, you know, I can see where he made his mistakes. I mean, granted, you know, it's a learning experience, especially when you're a whisperer or behavioralist. Every day is a new experience that you learn, and you take those lessons, put on your belt, and okay, the next day.
You watch your game film like a good athlete.
Exactly, you know, and then, yeah, exactly. You take a look at the footage, okay, like, okay, well, you know, I got bit today, okay, well, where was my mistake? I look over it, okay, well, don't do that again. You know, but observe exactly what the dog's doing. So you watch the dog and you learn, and then it's like, okay, yeah, fine, you know. I'm
really impressed. Like, it's just so funny. She's so chill that and I'm noticing on her arm right here, she had a really, really awful hot spot. I guess you call them a hot spot. And it's so, I'm so proud. I want you to look. It's almost completely healed. See it? A little mark.
Yeah.
It was so nasty and oozing and gross, and I think it was nervousness and fear. And, you know, I think every time she was aggressive toward us or anyone else, I think she would, like, hurt herself or something. And it's funny to me that it's almost completely gone now.
How are the walks?
They're great. They're great. I just got a new gentle lead, one of those gentle leads, and that took some time, but she's getting used to it.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to see what her reaction is to another dog. So
sit down.
I have Ghetto on the shuttle, and what I want to do is I want to actually go just her. And I just want to go out and just go out walking with her and just see.
I think she'll let anybody walk her. She loves to walk.
Well, I want to see you in action because I want to see